Get the hours that are your parking enforcement officers were available, so we could supplement them with our officers. What I wanted to be in high school was a firefighter, and I found out that that was just a stepping stone to where I really wanted to be once I actually got experience into law enforcement. They're both in the same industry. Law enforcement are first responders, EMTs, firefighters, law enforcement. I've done each job at least once. Yeah. I've received CPR training, basic first aid, self-aid buddy aid, which is an emergency medicine for first responders. All this ties in together for law enforcement. Just in case something should happen, I'm able to assist medically as well. I also worked as an EMT for a few years, which seems to be very helpful in the current position that I'm at, since we don't actually have a nurse on campus. A lot of stuff comes to me saying, hey, we have a student having this, what do we do? Well, if it looks really bad, let's roll EMS, but I'll go out there and do an assessment, contact the fire department, let them know what kind of patient that we have, and that seems to streamline the process for getting them help.
Yeah, excellent.
The first responder jobs, like a volunteer firefighter, volunteer EMT, that actually helped me towards the first responder aspect of it, helping out people and stuff. The 15 years with the mid-management company, I worked for Verizon Business. It was a phone company. During those 15 years, I learned a lot about leadership, guiding people, and a lot about how business should be run.
Excellent.
Top tip is go in there with confidence. Know what you're getting into. Don't go in there blindly. Research the company, research the people that you're interviewing with. A lot of times, if you look in LinkedIn, you'll know exactly who you're probably going to be interviewing with. Take the opportunity to visit the site beforehand. A lot of times people show up saying, oh, I didn't know where to go. That shows that you don't have prior planning. But if you have all this and you can show up on time and answer the questions that are given to you, that sends a lot. Make a mistake in interviewing is not answering the interviewer's questions. A lot of times they spin around the question not knowing. If you have to take a mental break and say, that's a very good question, let me think about that for a minute, or hey, can we come back to that question? Feel free to do so. A lot of times they're grading you on how you answer those questions. If you choose not to answer a question or you fail to answer a question, you don't get the point for that question. When I first started off, I came from an environment of coming from the country. You worked hard and you worked daily. So to come to a job that expects you to put in 100%, I would give it that 100%. But also realize that sometimes you can work smarter and not harder. Find opportunities to make improvements in how you do your job. If the company doesn't let you, then just move on and do your job. But any ways you can do to improve the process not only makes you more valuable to the organization, it makes you show, hey, look, this person is vested in the way the company. He's not just here for a job. He wants to improve the process and therefore improve our product. So work ethic has a lot to do with it. You can go in there and slop 8 to 5 and just clock out and not look back. But if you're always constantly thinking of ways to improve it, you're adding value to the company.